Hey everyone, and welcome back to Easy English Podcast from English Life Channel, your friendly place to practice natural, everyday English through real conversations. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Alex. Hello, Sarah. Hello, everyone. We're glad you're here.
Today we're keeping things practical, and it all starts with one very ordinary question.
So, no giant grammar lecture waiting behind the door?
No giant grammar lecture.
Good. I was ready to run.
You may still want to run after I ask you this. What time did you wake up this morning?
That sounds like a very simple question, but I feel like there's a trap in it.
Why would there be a trap?
Because I woke up at 6:45, but I didn't actually get up until 7:20.
35 minutes later?
My eyes were awake. The rest of me was still considering the offer.
And what did your alarm say?
It said, "Get up." I said, "I'll think about it," and hit snooze twice.
There it is. Today's topic, everyday routines, from rushed mornings and busy workdays to quiet evenings and weekend plans.
But not only perfect routines, right? My morning has already failed that test.
Definitely not. Real days change. We run late, lose track of time, get tired, and change plans. Today we'll practice language for both the routine and the problems inside it.
That sounds more useful. Anyone can say, "I wake up at 7. The difficult part is explaining why you're still looking for your keys at 8.
That's the plan. Listen for phrases you can borrow, and when we slow one down, try it in your own voice. You don't need every word. Follow the situation first.
And if these conversations help you, please like the video and subscribe to English Life Channel. All right, Sarah, you know when I woke up. Are you going to ask what happened next?
I am. When your alarm rang at 6:45, did you wake up immediately?
I woke up immediately. I just didn't get up immediately.
That difference is useful. To wake up means to stop sleeping. To get up means to leave your bed and start moving.
So I can honestly say, I woke up at 6:45, but I got up at 7:20.
Yes, that sentence explains your morning perfectly.
It also makes me sound slightly more responsible than saying, I stayed in bed for ages.
Slightly. What kept you there?
First I hit snooze, then I checked the weather, then I checked one message, which somehow became 12 messages.
That is how phones bend time. What finally made you get up?
I looked at the clock and realized I was running behind.
Good phrase. If you're running behind, you're later than you plan to be, but you may still be able to catch up.
Is it the same as, I'm late?
Not quite. I'm late usually means the expected time has already arrived or passed. I'm running behind can mean you're not late yet, but your schedule has slipped.
So at 7:20, I was running behind. At 8:05, when I was supposed to leave, I was late.
That sounds accurate. What's the first thing you normally do after you get up?
Most days, I drink water and make coffee. Today, I walked into the kitchen, started the coffee, and then forgot to put my cup under the machine.
Wait, where did the coffee go?
Into the little tray at the bottom. Not my finest morning.
Your routine really was falling apart one small step at a time.
It was. I cleaned that up, grabbed a banana, and went to get ready.
Get ready is a broad phrase. It can include showering, brushing your teeth, getting dressed, packing your bag, or anything else you do before leaving.
And be ready means the preparation is finished?
Right. Compare these. I need 20 minutes to get ready, and I'll be ready by 8. The first describes the process. The second describes the finished state.
I needed 20 minutes to get ready. I was not ready by 8.
What slowed you down this time?
I couldn't find my keys.
Of course.
I checked the table, my jacket, the kitchen counter, and even the refrigerator.
Why the refrigerator?
I was under pressure. Logic had left the house before I did.
Where were they?
In my bag, exactly where I had put them the night before so I wouldn't lose them.
That is painfully believable. Now imagine you're meeting a coworker at 8:30. What message would you send?
Maybe, I'm late, sorry.
That works, but you can make it more helpful. I'm running a little behind, but I'm on my way. I should be there by 8:40.
So I give the situation, reassure the person, and include a new arrival time.
Right. The arrival time is often the most useful part.
Let me try. I'm running about 10 minutes behind. I'm heading out now, and I should be there by 8:40.
Good. You gave them a new arrival time instead of leaving them guessing. I'm heading out means you're leaving or about to leave.
Is it casual?
Yes, but it's normal with friends and coworkers. With a manager, you might say, I'm leaving now and expect to be there by 8:40. A little more direct and professional.
Same facts, different tone.
That distinction will return later. For now, you've found your keys. Did you finally head out?
I did, and for about 30 seconds, I believed the difficult part was over.
That sentence tells me it wasn't.
My usual bus was pulling away as I reached the corner.
Could you see it?
Clearly, I think the driver and I made eye contact.
Whoa, no.
The bus continued moving. I stood there holding my banana like it had caused the problem.
What did you do next?
I checked the schedule. The next bus was due in 15 minutes, so I had to update my coworker again.
What did you write?
I missed my bus. I'm going to be more late.
I understand it, but we would normally say, I'm going to be even later, or I'm going to be later than I expected.
Even later emphasizes that the delay has increased.
Yes, you could write, I just missed my bus, so I'm going to be even later than I expected. I'm sorry. I'll keep you updated.
That sounds honest, without turning the message into my complete morning story.
Good instinct. People usually need the important information, not the refrigerator search.
That detail stays between us and several thousand listeners.
Now, you normally take the bus. If you wanted to ask about the length of someone's commute, what would you say?
What time is your commute?
Hold on. Does that question sound right to you?
Not now that you're looking at me like that.
A commute is the journey, so we usually ask, how long is your commute? If we want the departure time, we ask, what time do you leave for work?
Right. How long is your commute? Asks about duration. What time do you leave? Asks about the clock.
You've got it. So, how long is your commute?
On a normal day, it takes about 25 minutes by bus. Today, it took closer to 50.
And what time do you usually leave for work?
I usually leave around 8. If traffic is heavy, I try to head out a little earlier.
Traffic is heavy is neutral and common. You can also say, traffic is really backed up, when cars are moving slowly because the road is crowded.
Can a bus be held up in traffic?
Yes, held up means delayed by something. You might say, the bus got held up in traffic.
Could I say, sorry, I got held up?
You can, especially when the reason is already understood. But if someone is waiting, add a little detail. Sorry, I got held up in traffic. I'm about 5 minutes away.
That sounds better than sending 3 worried words and disappearing.
Much better. Listen to the rhythm of this one. I'm running a little behind, but I'm on my way.
The stress falls on behind and on my way.
Right. Now say it at a natural conversational speed.
I'm running a little behind, but I'm on my way.
Good. Listeners, think of one person you might send that message to. Change the arrival time or reason if you want.
Sarah, if the reason is completely my fault, can I still say, I got held up?
You can, but don't use it to hide responsibility. If you overslept, say so. I'm sorry, I overslept. I'm on my way now. Clear and honest.
So, I got held up is useful, but it shouldn't become a mysterious cloud that covers every mistake.
Right. Context matters. Did you eventually reach work?
I did. I walked in at 8:48, trying to look calm.
Were you calm?
Not even slightly.
And what was the first thing your coworker asked?
Rough morning?
A very natural question. How did you answer?
I said, "You have no idea."
That's casual and expressive. Then, did you explain?
Only the short version. I hit snooze twice, lost my keys, and missed my bus.
You didn't mention that the keys were already in your bag?
Some details don't improve a professional reputation.
Fair enough. After that, your coworker might ask, "How's your day looking?" What does that mean?
They're asking what my schedule is like, whether I'm busy, free, or somewhere in between.
Good. What would you say to a coworker?
Pretty busy, but manageable.
That tells them you have a lot to do, but you can handle it.
It sounds calmer than everything is terrible.
Usually a better choice at 8:50. You could also say, "I've got a lot going on today."
Would I say that to my manager?
You could, but the situation matters. If your manager asks whether you can accept another urgent task, "I've got a lot going on," may be too vague. Try, "I'm tied up with the monthly report until lunch. Could I start the new task this afternoon?"
That gives a reason and a possible solution.
Yes. Professional English often sounds effective because it is specific, not because it uses difficult words.
Let me challenge that. What if I really can't take the task today? Learners sometimes say yes because they don't know how to push back politely.
Good question. You could say, "I'm at capacity today. Could I start it tomorrow morning?" Or, more simply, "I don't think I can finish both today. Which task should I prioritize?"
I like the second one. It doesn't just refuse. It asks the manager to help choose.
And it avoids promising something unrealistic.
Could we practice the difference? You be my coworker first.
All right. Hey, Alex, do you have a minute to look at this spreadsheet?
I'm a little tied up right now. Can I get back to you after lunch?
Sure, that works for me.
Now, be my manager.
Alex, I need the customer notes and the budget summary before the end of the day.
I'm already working on the monthly report, and that will take most of the morning. Which of the other two should I prioritize this afternoon, and can the remaining task wait until tomorrow?
That puts the priority decision back in the manager's hands, and you did it politely.
And I didn't say yes to 3 impossible things.
Now, "Can I get back to you?" means you'll respond or continue the conversation later.
It doesn't mean physically returning to the person.
Not here. "Let me check, and I'll get back to you," means you'll provide an answer later.
With a friend, could I just say, "Let me check and let you know"?
Absolutely. That's very natural. With a coworker or manager, both versions work.
So the useful distinction isn't always formal versus casual. Sometimes 2 phrases are equally natural, and I choose the one that fits my voice.
I'd agree with that. Do you remember the rhythm? "Let me check, and I'll get back to you this afternoon."
The main stress is on check, get back, and afternoon.
Nicely noticed.
I'm becoming useful around here.
Don't get too comfortable. It's only mid-morning. What happened to your workload after that?
I opened my email and found 19 unread messages.
19 isn't terrible.
4 had urgent in the subject line.
Ah, that changes the mood.
1 was genuinely urgent. 2 could wait. 1 was about a missing blue coffee mug.
The office emergency system may need adjustment.
I thought so. I dealt with the real problem first, then worked through the rest, one by one.
So you worked through them, handled them gradually, one by one.
Right. I didn't try to answer everything at once.
And if someone interrupts while you're concentrating, what can you say?
Go away, I'm busy.
You can say it once if your goal is to make the whole office dislike you.
I suspected there was a better option.
Try, "Could you give me 10 minutes to finish this? Then I can help."
Clear boundary, specific time, and an offer to help afterward.
Another option is, I'm in the middle of something. Can I come find you when I'm done?
In the middle of something means I'm already focused on a task.
Yes, and it works in many situations.
Could I say it at home, too? I'm in the middle of cooking. Can I call you back?
Yes, it gives the caller a reason for waiting, and it works outside an office.
A student could say, I'm in the middle of an online class. Can I call you when it ends?
Or while cooking, I'm in the middle of making dinner. Can I help you in 15 minutes?
So, it isn't only workplace language. It's boundary language.
Right. Different situation, same function.
I'll take that small victory.
Take it. You'll need the energy, because I believe lunch is where your day became difficult again.
How do you know that?
You told me you had 19 messages and several urgent tasks. That is usually how I'll eat in 5 minutes becomes 2 o'clock.
That is almost exactly what happened. I started working on the report at 11. When I looked up again, it was 1:40.
You lost track of time.
I did. And I remembered that phrase without asking you.
Good. I lost track of time means you were so focused or distracted that you didn't notice time passing.
I could tell my coworker, sorry I missed lunch. I was working on the report and lost track of time.
That works. What did you do when you noticed?
I didn't have time for a full lunch, so I went downstairs to grab a quick bite.
Grab a quick bite means get or eat a small meal without spending much time. It's casual, but very common.
Could I say, do you want to grab a quick bite?
Yes. That can be an invitation to have a short, informal meal together.
I bought a sandwich, brought it back upstairs, and ate at my desk.
Do you usually eat at your desk?
Only when I'm extremely busy. Most days, I try to step away for lunch.
Step away is useful. It means leave your task or work area briefly. It doesn't always mean going outside.
So, step outside means go outdoors, while step away means temporarily stop or leave what I'm doing.
Yes. You might say, I need to step away from my computer for a few minutes.
And if my brain feels crowded, I can say, I need to clear my head.
You remembered another one.
I'm keeping score now.
Then here's a new option. I need to take a breather. It means take a short break, especially after stress or effort.
Is that more casual than I need a break?
A little. Both are natural. Take a breather often suggests a brief pause to recover.
For example, that meeting was intense. I'm going to take a breather before I answer my emails.
That makes it clear you're taking a short break. With a manager, I might be more specific. I'm going to take 10 minutes, then I'll finish the summary.
Because I need a breather could sound too casual depending on the workplace.
Right. Context again. After lunch, did you take one?
I walked around the block for 10 minutes. No phone, no email, just fresh air.
Did it help?
More than I expected. When I came back, the report felt less overwhelming.
And that short walk helped you work through the report with a clearer head.
That phrase works here too.
You really are tracking this. While you were walking, did you receive any messages?
Yes. A friend asked, "What are you up to after work?"
That means, what are you doing? Or, what are your plans? It's casual and common with friends.
My first thought was, absolutely nothing.
Was that true? Or were you just tired?
Mostly tired. My friend wanted to try a new restaurant, but after that morning and the busy afternoon, I didn't feel like going out.
That sentence is natural. I don't feel like going out. It describes your lack of desire or energy.
Could I say, I'm not up for going out tonight?
Yes. I'm not up for it means you don't have the energy, interest, or willingness for something. It's slightly more conversational.
Does it sound rude?
By itself, it can sound a little direct. The relationship and tone matter. With a close friend, I'm not really up for going out tonight is often fine. Adding really can soften it slightly.
What if I want to decline but still show interest in seeing the person?
Suggest another time. You could say, I'm exhausted tonight. Can we take a rain check and go this weekend?
A rain check means postponing the plan, not rejecting it completely.
Right. It originally relates to events canceled because of rain, but now we use it more generally.
Let's test it. You're my friend.
Hey, do you want to try that new restaurant after work?
I'd love to, but I'm running on empty today. Can we take a rain check and go Saturday?
Saturday works. Get some rest tonight.
That felt warm enough.
It did. You gave a brief reason and proposed a specific alternative.
Now make it harder. You're a coworker I don't know very well.
A few of us are getting dinner after work. Would you like to come?
Thanks for inviting me. I can't make it tonight, but I'd love to join you another time.
That fits someone you don't know well. Notice that you didn't need rain check. Your answer was neutral and polite.
So natural English isn't always about choosing the most interesting phrase.
Correct. It's about choosing language that fits the person and situation.
I used to think a more advanced phrase was automatically better.
Many learners feel that way. But I can't make it tonight may be better than a long idiom if it communicates clearly.
I can't make it means I can't attend, not that I'm physically unable to create the event.
Right. Context makes the meaning clear.
What if I already accepted the invitation and then need to cancel?
Then acknowledge the change. I'm sorry, but something came up and I can't make it tonight. Could we reschedule?
Something came up means an unexpected situation appeared.
Yes. Though if the person needs more information, don't use it to avoid explaining everything. Give an appropriate amount of detail.
You keep protecting useful phrases from becoming excuses.
Someone has to. Now, did you take the rain check or did you go out?
I took the rain check. By 5:30, I was ready to head home.
Head home means start going home. We don't normally say head to home.
Just head home, like go home.
Good. How was the trip back?
Much easier. I got on the bus, found a seat, and listened to music.
Notice those transport verbs. You get on a bus or train, but you get in a car or taxi.
And I get off the bus, but get out of the car.
Nicely done.
I already knew that one.
Good. Real conversation uses everything you know, not one lesson at a time.
When I got home, I put my bag down and stood in the kitchen wondering what to eat.
What was in the refrigerator?
Food, but nothing that wanted to become dinner by itself.
A familiar problem. Did you feel like cooking?
Not really, but I also didn't feel like ordering food, so I made something simple: pasta and vegetables.
That shows don't feel like can take different activities. I don't feel like cooking, I don't feel like ordering food, or I don't feel like talking right now.
Could I say, I'm not in the mood to cook?
Yes. We use in the mood for before a noun, I'm in the mood for pasta, and in the mood to before a verb, I'm not in the mood to cook.
That's a useful pattern. In the mood for something. In the mood to do something.
Yes. What did you do while the pasta cooked?
I caught up on a few chores around the house. I washed the dishes from breakfast and put some clothes away.
You said caught up on. We'll compare that with caught up with when we reach the weekend.
You're leaving a small question open.
Only until it becomes useful. After dinner, what did you do?
I kept the evening low-key. I watched one episode of a show, took a shower, and read for a while.
Low-key means calm, simple, and not involving a lot of activity or attention. A low-key evening can be exactly what you need after a hectic day.
Hectic is stronger than busy, right?
Usually, a hectic day feels very busy, rushed, and sometimes disorganized.
My day began hectic and ended low-key. I like that contrast.
So do I. When did you start winding down?
Around 10, I turned down the lights, put my phone across the room, and read a few pages.
To wind down means gradually relax before resting or sleeping. It is a process.
While call it a night means decide to stop your activities for the evening.
Good distinction. They're connected, but not identical. You can wind down for an hour and then call it a night.
So saying I will sleep now isn't always the same as I'm going to call it a night.
Correct. Call it a night may mean you're leaving a social event, stopping work, or preparing for bed. Sleep may come a little later.
At 10:45, I called it a night. I was asleep before 11.
After the morning you had, I'm surprised you lasted that long.
I nearly called it a day at lunchtime.
Nice variation. Call it a day means stop working or stop an activity for the day. It doesn't necessarily mean go to bed.
Could a manager say, "We've done enough. Let's call it a day"?
Yes. That means everyone can finish work now.
I would like my manager to practice that sentence more often.
You can suggest it carefully. Before we leave the weekday behind, I want to see how much you can use without me feeding you each phrase.
A weekday challenge?
A short checkpoint. Describe your day from the alarm to bedtime, but don't turn it into a list. Imagine I'm a friend asking what happened.
All right, ask me naturally.
You looked tired when you arrived this morning. Was everything okay?
I'm fine now, but my morning was a mess. I woke up at 6:45 and hit snooze twice, so I didn't get up until 7:20. Then I made coffee without putting a cup under the machine.
You did what?
I know. After cleaning that up, I couldn't find my keys. They were in my bag, but by the time I found them, I was running behind.
Is that why you missed the bus?
Yes. I reached the corner just as it pulled away. I messaged my coworker, explained that I'd be even later than expected, and gave her a new arrival time.
What happened when you got to work?
I had a lot going on, but it was manageable once I prioritized the urgent tasks. I worked through my email, finished most of the report, and told a coworker I'd get back to him after lunch.
Did you actually have lunch?
Eventually. I lost track of time and didn't notice it was nearly 2. I grabbed a quick bite, then took a short walk to clear my head.
And after work?
A friend invited me to dinner, but I was running on empty. I asked for a rain check, headed home, cooked something simple, and kept the evening low-key. I wound down with a book and called it a night before 11.
You connected the day clearly, and you chose the phrases yourself.
I also noticed something. The phrases helped me connect the events. They weren't decorations.
That's the goal. Useful language should help you explain what changed, why it changed, and what happened next.
Can I ask the listeners something before we continue?
Go ahead.
Think about yesterday. Was there one moment when your routine changed? Maybe you overslept, missed a bus, worked late, changed dinner plans, or went to bed earlier than usual. Try describing that one change in 2 sentences.
Good challenge. You don't need to describe your whole day. One change is enough. That handles the weekday, but weekends bring different changes.
My difficult weekday made me very interested in the weekend. But my weekends never follow a perfect routine either.
Good, because a perfect weekend would ruin today's theme. After a week like this, are you hoping for a busy weekend or a quiet one?
A quiet one. Monday dragged, Tuesday flew by, and today has been a bit of a roller coaster.
3 useful descriptions. If time drags, it feels unusually slow. If it flies by, it feels very fast. And a roller coaster day has noticeable ups and downs.
Could roller coaster sound too dramatic for an ordinary busy week?
Sometimes. If nothing particularly emotional happened, it's been an up and down week, may sound more natural and less dramatic.
So I shouldn't call every Tuesday a roller coaster because one meeting ran long.
Probably not. What are your plans for the weekend?
My schedule is pretty open. I'm meeting a friend on Saturday, but Sunday is completely free.
My schedule is pretty open, means you have room for plans. It doesn't necessarily mean you have nothing scheduled.
On Saturday morning, I want to sleep in.
How late?
Maybe 8:30.
That is your wild weekend plan?
After this morning, 8:30 feels luxurious.
Fair. What are you doing with your friend?
We haven't seen each other for a few months, so we're going to catch up over coffee.
That's catching up with someone. Earlier, you said you caught up on chores. What's the difference?
To catch up with someone means talk after time apart and share what has been happening. To catch up on something means spend time doing, reading, or learning about something you've fallen behind on.
Nicely explained. Can you use both in one situation?
This Ray, I'm catching up with Maya on Saturday, and on Sunday I need to catch up on laundry.
Clear and natural. You just taught that distinction yourself.
I've been promoted.
Temporarily. What else do you want to do on Sunday?
I'm trying to get back into reading, so I'd like to finish a few chapters of a novel.
Get back into is a natural way to say you are returning to an activity or habit you stopped doing.
Better than pick my reading habit back up?
Much better. You can also say, I'm trying to get back into the habit of reading before bed.
What about a brand new hobby?
Then you can say, I've recently gotten into painting, or I'm getting into running. It means the interest is developing.
So, get into can describe a new interest, and get back into describes returning to one.
Right. Are weekends always that calm for you?
No. It depends on the week. Sometimes I make plans with friends. Other times I need a quiet day at home.
It depends on the week is more honest than pretending your routine never changes.
That brings up frequency. Learners often know always, usually, and sometimes. But real answers can be more flexible.
Good observation. What would you add?
Most days, every other day, once in a while, and whenever I can.
Give me an example with most days.
Most days, I take the bus to work, but I drive when the weather is bad.
Every other day?
I go to the gym every other day, so usually 3 or 4 times a week.
Once in a while?
Once in a while, I order breakfast instead of making it.
And whenever I can?
I take a short walk at lunch whenever I can.
Those answers sound natural because they leave room for real life.
A routine is a pattern, not a legal contract.
Now let's make the listener part of this in 3 different ways.
I'll give model answers, but I promise not to steal all the thinking time.
First, make it personal. What time do you usually wake up? And what time do you actually get up?
I usually wake up around 7 and get up a few minutes later, except on suspicious mornings like today.
Second, choose the natural question. What time is your commute? Or, how long is your commute?
How long is your commute? The other question confuses duration with clock time.
Now answer it with one transportation detail.
My commute takes about 25 minutes, and I usually take the bus.
Third, solve a real situation. You're meeting a coworker but will arrive 10 minutes late. Send a short message with your new arrival time.
I'm running about 10 minutes behind, but I'm on my way. I should be there by 9:10.
What made that message useful?
I explained the delay, reassured the person, and gave a clear time.
Good. You gave a personal answer, chose the natural question, and solved a real communication problem.
Can we show how to extend one answer without turning it into a speech?
Choose the commute question.
My commute takes about 25 minutes by bus. I usually listen to music, but sometimes I use the time to practice English.
That answer gives the other person 2 easy directions. They can ask about the music or about your English practice.
They could ask what I listen to or how I practice.
Right. Conversation grows from specific details.
Before we finish, give me one last surprise situation.
All right. It's Saturday morning. I'm the friend you planned to meet. And I send this message. The cafe is closed today, and it's starting to rain. Do you still want to meet?
I'd answer, I'm still up for meeting. My schedule is pretty open, so we could try the cafe near the station instead. If you'd rather stay home, we can take a rain check.
You offered two solutions and used the phrases naturally. Now I add, the station cafe sounds good, but I'm running about 15 minutes behind.
No rush. I'm on my way, and I can wait when I get there. I'll see you around 11:15.
You handled that without any help from me.
I noticed the situation, chose the useful information, and responded.
You began with an alarm, missing keys, and a disappearing bus. Now you can describe a problem, update someone, adjust a plan, and keep the conversation moving.
And I finally understand that a routine isn't only what happens when everything goes according to plan. Real routine language also helps when the plan changes.
That's the lesson. Here's one practical step for everyone listening. Describe one normal part of your day, then add one sentence about what you do when that routine changes.
And tell us in the comments, what part of your daily routine changes most often, and what usually causes the change? 1 or 2 clear sentences are enough.
If you're ready for another real-life conversation, continue with the next lesson on your screen.
Thank you for listening, practicing, and spending this time with us.
Take care, everyone, and don't worry if tomorrow's routine isn't perfect.
And I'll try to keep my keys somewhere sensible.
Preferably somewhere you'll remember.
That would help. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye for now. We'll see you in the next episode.